Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Take 10 on Tuesdays, 10 minutes to kind of get in touch with your creativity. Sorry about the extra lights shining everywhere. Let me see if I can make this a little bit clearer. All right, welcome back. Thanks for being cool with us missing out on last week because it was my kiddos' first week of summer, which summer doesn't feel a whole lot different than the spring did, honestly. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Elena and Debbie and Carol and Joy. Thank you for joining me today. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of crazy. It's a summer. Kids are here all of the time. We don't have pools yet in Northern Virginia, so it's kind of a crazy summer around here, but I love coming and playing with craft supplies, something that always grounds me. Good morning, Jessa. So good to see you. Playing with craft supplies, getting creative, just having fun with things kind of grounds me, helps me relax. And so that's what Take 10 is all about. Not worrying about the final product, but just having fun with the supplies that you love to use and that inspire you. And sometimes it is about just playing with fun supplies. So that's what Take 10 is all about. We set a timer for 10 minutes. Today's theme is gloss sprays, and you'll have to see. I love these gloss sprays. I only have 4. I have a whole cart full of them on my scrapbook.com shopping cart. You guys have to let me know. Am I the only one? I just shop and put things in my cart. It makes me feel like I'm shopping, but then I don't actually press purchase quite yet, and so it kind of makes me feel like shopping, but then I haven't actually spent the money, and then I just wait to kind of pull the trigger, which is just the case with some more colors of gloss spray. But I wanted to play with these this morning. This is my Take 10 journal. It is just a play journal, just full of half-finished pages and things that I've played with. This is a mixed media type paper. It is not watercolor or anything like that, so you can see just how it acts on this paper, and it's a place where I like to experiment and play. I know. Oh, by the way, Forgot has them too. I didn't even know. Jessa, you're so on top of it. Okay, well, that's good to know since I have an order coming from them. So maybe I will have some more colors coming soon. Okay, I will set my timer for 10 minutes and we will get started. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Okay, so what I wanted to do is hello from South Africa, and I missed saying hello to Sherry and Vicky, who also came on. Okay, what I wanted to do is I haven't actually played very much with how to spray these, and you can see that I have done the improper thing and did not wipe them off after my last one. So let's see. I wanted to try some different techniques. So we're going to start with kind of seeing what it looks like from, I'm going to start really close, my hands up by the camera. You get that really light mist, and then I'm going to slowly, actually move those out of the way, slowly kind of move to see how focused you can get. And I just want to play with, honestly, just the technique of spraying. And I'll be honest, the gloss sprays, the Dini Wakley sprays, each bottle feels different to me. I'm not gonna lie. So like this one, I was still all the way up here. Look how concentrated that was. Let me try it over here. This one has a little bit more resistance, so I feel like it's more direct. I'm not getting that same mist. And when I get super close, look how you can get really close with that in play. I think it's kind of important, especially with sprays. Sprays are unpredictable. We all know that, but to get used to how that particular bottle is going to work. So just playing with some different techniques. Let's try. I just want to see. So this one came out as a super light mist. I'm going to be super crazy and just flip, and we'll just see what happens when that all mixes together on the other side. So this one, let me show you with the blue. Look how light that was. Same distance with this one, and that's a very different Very different effect. So it's good to kind of see how that's going to work. And then I can kind of get closer and closer and closer and then get real close in with this one. Let's try the purple. The purple also. So I just now playing with it, now I know that my marine is way more direct. Look at how fun. Oh, I love the purple. Let's see what happened over here when I smush these two pages. Oh, okay. So here's the other deal with gloss spray. It is definitely acrylic paint. So it's not like Distress where it's going to like mix. It's paint. And so I had some thick layers. In fact, this is something I don't do very often. I'm actually going to rip these out because they were so thick and I didn't dry them that they just ended up hot mess express rubbing all on each other because I got impatient. With the acrylic gloss sprays, which I am loving, by the way, they are lots of fun to play with. They do not bleed, which is why you are seeing lots of Bible journalers and memory keepers using them because they're not going to bleed through, but they get that cool spray effect, which is a lot of fun to work with, and you can layer them pretty effectively. They don't take too long. Let me grab some wipes. Hold on just a second. It's getting messy up in here already. They don't take too long to dry, which is also nice, just like with acrylic paint. All right, let me see here. So something else that I wanted to try. So there's a half spray technique. You want to make sure also while you're spraying, this is what I was showing you at the beginning, wipe off your nozzle right after because it is acrylic paint and it does dry, and I get kind of ahead of myself and I forget to wipe it off, but it'll dry and clog your stuff. So with, I don't know if y'all knew this, with Distress sprays, it's built in to do a half spray, which means if you only press it halfway down, it kind of does this dribble. And I wanted to see how that's a different kind of technique. It's not so much spray as splatter, which is fun and a little bit different. Let me try it with, yeah, if you only press it halfway, you get that dribble. So it's fun to play with those different techniques. Oh, this one's harder to do. For some reason, I'm more resistant to just playing with my sprays. Oh, the marine is hard. It's just this bottle, I think. It's hard to get the half spray. I'm more resistant. I'm afraid I'm gonna like use it up, which is not really, it shouldn't be a consideration. You're not gonna run out of these sprays. You might, I guess, if you're big in art journaling and making a bunch of tags, but these are gonna last. They're gonna last for a pretty good amount of time. Let me know if you've been using the gloss sprays. They're newer. I think they just came out this spring. I believe there's probably, 12 colors, something like that. I am very anxious to get my hands on the white. I think the white is going to be beautiful. And the yellow is the other one that I'm like super all about. I'm not seeing, let's see if I can refresh and get comments. It's not showing me any comments. So drying this just a little bit. Let me know if you guys have the sprays. You have all the colors, Vicky. Which one's your favorite? Vicky, which color's your favorite? Have you played with them enough to decide? I really like the marine. I'm just a little bit disappointed in that particular spray bottle, actually. I like how they layer. So you can put them, they will like resist each other. So for instance, I do this, I sprayed the pink over what was already there. Do you see how the other colors are coming through that pink? And let's see if well, let's try this. So we have all of this dark pink right here. And what if I'm gonna see what happens when I like lay it on thick right here. Do you see it's kind of beating up? It's coming through. I mean, that was laid on pretty thick. Oh, wax paper. That's a good idea. Let's try my little... So I have parchment paper that lives in my craft room, and it's from my kids do perler beads. That's what I think, Jessa. I mean, I'm gonna look because I love the color. I mean, look at that beautiful dark color. But look, see how they come through each other? Isn't that so interesting? And of course, with distress, that's not what happens. So you have to, when you get these gloss sprays, you need to take the time to experiment with them like this on stuff that doesn't matter, because, and you'll see. So look, do you see I'm sorry, I'm shaking the camera. So this is my glass media mat. Look at how it just dried on there. Like I could run my finger. That would never happen with distress. It would stay wet, but it's dried. So when you are coming back to clean, then you're going to have to do a little bit of scrubbing. So be careful, beware, because it's acrylic paint. It's going to stick in a different way. You haven't used them yet. See the white. I think the white is going to be so pretty on top of the other colors, which is why it is like super on my wish list. I love the wax paper idea. Again, well, you know what, Vicky, I've done, you know how I clean up my desk is using the magic erasers. Has always gotten it out of my desk in the past. So that's my tip on that. So this page is super wet. We'll try Alicia's suggestion, and we'll just put this down and see how that does. Let's do some drip and see what happens if I lay it on thick and then drip it into each other. Let's see how the dripping motion goes. That's fun. I know magic erasers are my fave. So my husband said that he just saw magic eraser wipes. Anyone else heard of that? That's a new thing. Ooh, see? Look how it's going into each other. Now, if you started with the bottom, I want to do it, but now okay, maybe do this. Okay. I'm going to do the same idea. Alexa, stop. So this same idea where I was dripping into each other, but I want to dry between each layer. Alexa, stop. So I'm going to dry this. That's what I'm hoping too, Elena. If you have the white, what if you use water over it, Bonnie? If you spray water over the acrylic, is that what you're wondering about? Let me know. Okay, I'm trying to dry this a little bit, and then I want to spray and drip over the top of it to see what happens. P.S. Alicia, look, it worked pretty well. It's not sticking on the other side. You guys, don't you think I need all the colors to play with? Look at how that is reacting in like the craziest way. Okay, so now I'm doing that, but I want it to drip over the top. So I'm gonna, and let's I don't water on the wet parts to make it run. Let's see, Bonnie. Let's do it. This is just my mini mister. So now it's super running and running over the dry part. Let's see what happens when I then try to dry that. Now, here's the cool thing. So this mostly dry, a little bit sticky on this side. You spray it. See how not much is happening? That, of course, very different from distress. Oh, Jessa, I've watched Dina Wakely play with those. She's just so cool. Dina Wakely, one of the coolest creators, I think. Like, she just is so chill. I love her. Love watching her create with these. Look how fun. So you do want to be careful in using your heat tool with these because they do, it might be that they burn. They react differently to heat. So I just use heat sparingly because I'm super impatient. And it's best to just let them air dry. But you guys know I'm super impatient. So that's like never going to happen, to let them totally air dry. It's just not my style, friends. So that is certainly an interesting background, guys. Super cool. Okay. So that was fun. This one, again, today was a little bit maybe self-serving. I just wanted to play with gloss sprays. Not gonna lie, I just wanted to play with the gloss sprays. Yeah, it's like, I've used the heat tool on mine multiple times. You don't want to dry it all the way. And if you notice, I like to try to keep my heat tool up so that it doesn't like burn it. I mean, burning plastic, never a good idea for anyone's health or anything like that. But if you're impatient like me, you might, push the envelope a little bit, I guess. All right, so time is up. You can take one of these pages and then let it dry all the way and then work over the top, and you're gonna get some very cool art journaling effects. And if you see, it's still wet, but it really hasn't bled through in the same way. Oh, a hair dryer. That's a good idea, Alicia, because it doesn't get as hot. Good point. So some things to continue to play with and try. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what other questions you have about these gloss sprays or what other tips you've picked up, because I know these are still newer to everyone. We're all playing. I'm loving the texture. That's why I keep doing the light on it, because the texture on this page is just, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. All right, it's awesome to see you guys. I will see you next week. Have a fabulous week. Gloss sprays are linked in the show notes below, so check those out. Otherwise, see you next week. As always,